Hello, everybody, and welcome to Between Plays Stock Market Strategies. And here we are with Alex, Crypto with Alex. How you doing today, man?
Well, contrary to Bitcoin, I'm going to the moon, bro.
Oh, I love the Between Plays shirt. That's freaking awesome. Here, let's stand back and show everybody that shirt.
There you go.
Oh, that's awesome, man. To the moon. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's really cool. Really cool. Yeah, just so everybody that's out there, that's listening right now, we got like a whole bunch of stuff. All right. And it's pretty cool because a lot of things that you can actually get, you don't even have to have the Between Plays. You can have just the logo of the bull and the candles. And naturally, we're building a brand, so it'll be probably on the inside, underneath, on the name tag in the back. There's a lot of different things for men and women out there. So just go to betweenplays.myshopify.com for that. Let's get on to the show.
Yes,
Al.
sir.
All right. A little disclaimer, a little disclaimer. This is for entertainment purposes. Everything that we say, we're just giving our opinions. We're having fun. And that's it for the show. All right. So if you ever have any problems, go see a professional financial analyst. Let's go, Alex. All right. So what the hell is going on with crypto?
Well, it sure is fun. That's for sure.
Okay.
And it's very entertaining. So that's why we're here. And if you like this space today, it's like watching the Super Bowl.
You know,
I mean,
I
it's such a big event.
I feel like putting on some freaking crazy music, but the only thing is that you got to be so prepared to make sure that you're not disturbing any copyright laws. It becomes so
No, no, no,
complicated.
no.
But I'd love to put on some stuff because it's rock and roll. It's rock and roll
Oh,
out there. But why is it so rock and roll?
so you remember Terra Luna story, right? We covered it last time.
Are we talking about Terra Luna? Are you talking about the blood moon and
Yeah, that's the whole gag. Also, it's the moon is actually dragging Bitcoin down, and not the other way around. It's pretty funny because last time Terra Luna crashed, it was a blood moon, and now we're in a lunar eclipse, and it's crashing the market again. So that's pretty funny stuff.
that's
Pretty fun
crazy,
stuff.
man. It's crazy. You got to wonder sometimes if the gray men
No, I think it's the gray planet, if you wish. The gray
yeah.
satellite is
Yeah.
actually playing on people's minds or something.
But it's crazy because there's a lot of movement out there. It seems like there's like this whole cash and grab and all this kind of stuff. Look, we had made another video, which I will be posting after because this is a much bigger thing. The other video we're talking about some other factors that come into influence change and stuff like that. And I think that the video is awesome and excellent, and you make some excellent points in there. So therefore, I really believe that that video should go up. But this added depth that you're getting into tonight, like I just got to hear it because it's crazy.
It is absolutely crazy. I mean, let's get into it right away. We try every beginning of the week or once a week to try to talk about the market in general, what's going on.
Yeah.
And this is, I mean, we got to talk about just this because this alone is just so huge. So FTX agrees to sell itself to rival Binance amid liquidity scare. And we actually talked this morning, and while we were talking this morning, this actually didn't even happen. It was actually going on, right?
Wow.
And people that don't know them and people are listening and not watching the video, there's a picture here of FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried, who was known by a lot of YouTubers as the king of the crypto world, the guy that had all the money, that was the big shot, calling all the shots. And here, right next to him, you have the CEO Chang Peng. They call him CZ Zhao from Binance, right? There's a picture from CoinDesk, but yeah, he's from Binance, and he ends up being the actual emperor here. He's the top of the food chain now.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, and he always was, but he's more the quiet type. He doesn't, do these big moves or whatnot. But today, holy cow, that was just. He must be looking at him actually the other way around from the picture, and he must be saying, "The king is dead. Long live the king!" Because I'm the emperor now. That's what he must be saying in his head.
So
CZ is
so
now the big shot.
okay, so we had a move today where someone was, is because he bought out the company. What did he do that made him the big shot right now? Why is
So
he,
I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read
the big
a quote.
kahunas?
Yeah. I'm gonna read a quote from Will Clemente. He's a known he's a well-known person on Twitter. And he basically said, well, CZ, when we say CZ, it's the boss of Binance here. He says CZ starves FTX, which is a company of Sam Bankman-Fried, of revenue with 0% trading fees on Binance, attracting volume from FTX because they're the competitor for the exchange, right? They're two competitors. They're exchanges um, on the internet, obviously. And CV shoots headshot by publicly announcing FTT, which is the other affiliate of FTX, concerning causing a bank run on FTX and decline in FTT price. So he's been almost manipulating the price down. And then after that, the FTX company is unable to cover the holes in the balance sheet, and CZ, the Binance, acquires FTX. So, and then he writes, "Thanks for playing." That's a tweet from Will Clemente, and I think it pretty much sums it up what's going on and the moves behind the scenes. Basically, Binance was tweeting yesterday saying, "Listen, FTX here, you don't have the funds." And then I'm gonna show you here. Clemente here. He was saying here it's Will Clemente from his Twitter again. He's showing a screen. Is this screenshot of Sam Bankman-Fried? He wrote on a Twitter, FTX has enough to cover all clients' holding. We don't invest client assets. We have been processing all withdrawals, and we will continue to do so. Well, that actually was deleted. So I guess
That
it
was
wasn't
deleted.
true. That was deleted. Someone took a screenshot of it. And then later on, you have a text here that basically says, I won't read all of it there, but says that, yeah, there's a letter of agreement to sell the company to Binance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, we've entered into a non-binding agreement with
Right.
Binance to buy FTX.
Right.
Okay. So, can, some of our shareholders. So what does this mean? Like, Binance buying FTX. Like, can you explain that a little bit? Can you get into that just a bit?
Well, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So this was the effect of what happened today. Boom. This is the Bitcoin price. Okay. For those that don't see, it's called a roller coaster. This morning was going nice and quiet, and then the story started breaking out. Boom, huge pop from 19.3 all the way to 25, 20,500, obviously. And then bam, look at this thing drop like a fly all the way down. It wicked down. You can't see the wick on this one, but it wicked down all the way to 17.6.
Well, hold on a second. I thought you were showing me like 2020. That happened
No,
today.
this is today. This is today.
Are you telling me this happened while we were talking to each other to make our
Yeah.
video?
This is insane. This is insane.
So
It's
as we're making our video, this shit was happening.
This morning. Yeah, absolutely. It was huge. Huge.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. So, okay, we were at 19.3 when we were talking this, like when we were making our video this morning
We're
on
right here.
yeah, we were at 19.3 about. That's exactly what
Yeah,
we're about.
we were talking about the effects of what's going to happen, with the FTX, what's going on, the feud,
Yeah,
like that. But then
which is the other video we'll release.
yeah, and then
This happened all while
yeah,
this huge drop happened as we were making the video.
and so many people didn't see this thing coming. But I'm telling you, this is my opinion, right? This is Terra Luna number 2, even possibly even bigger, because FTX is huge, right? This is no Celsius. Celsius was a big exchange, but FTX is just way bigger. And if it's true that FTX didn't have enough money for this what can bring down Bitcoin, okay, down a lot more. So here's the Bitcoin price for for since 2018, right? So we have I just drew some 2 lines here. This is the channel we were for those that can't see there, the parallel line. We're playing between 19.5, which was the all-time high in
That's the
December
all-time
11th.
high of December 17th, which we were talking about in the other video. Okay, yeah.
The other cycle.
Yeah.
And this is the top top of the channel here. So it was playing between 25,000, which is
So wait, when you say in top
go
of the
ahead.
channel, the 25,000, you're talking about 25,000. What was that date there? You're talking on November 2nd or something like that? No, what is
It
that?
was in August.
So August 8th of 2022.
Yeah.
So highest point December of 2019, and then we have this other high in August of 2022, which is the higher of the lows, I guess.
Yeah. So that's your channel.
That's the channel.
Right?
So
That's the resistance,
yeah,
you know.
and
And
you so what's the resistance? Well, hold on a second. The resistance is what, about 18. What is that resistance line? The
well, it's actually 19.5.
19. Okay, so which is
Yeah.
the high of
Yeah.
2019?
And
Okay,
it broke.
you broke big time, bro. Today it
Yeah.
looked like, I thought it was 2020. It looked like the stock market of 2020.
Well, it's
Looked like March of 2020 out there.
it's the support. The support broke. The resistance is the top part. The support is the bottom. It
That's
broke the
sick.
support. Yeah,
That's
it
sick.
broke. It broke the support. So here's the thing. These things often happen, though, right? So the market usually plays with people's minds. So
bro, bro,
go
this is
ahead.
crazy because that's exactly what we're talking about today. We're talking about,
Yeah.
well, and like, look, everybody's gonna see that. Everybody's gonna see that we launched the video. I was like, well, is it possible that it goes even lower than that? Because we have some freaking lows over there, right? And you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, absolutely. It can go down to like even to the 12,000 range. I think you said something like that. I'm not too
Yeah. Well,
sure.
that's
That
the whole
picked the range.
12,000. I want to show with this because people are saying, what is he talking about, the 12,000? But basically, it's because BTC never went in every crashes. They always crash at least 85%. So the 12,000, I don't think it's going to crash. It might not crash 85% because every cycle is just going not as high, and I think it's just not going to go as low. So the volatility is going down a bit for that. I mean the range. I mean, not the volatility, the range.
Yeah.
So if you look at 85% down from the top, which was at 69, you get around 11,000, right? 10,000, 11,000 ish.
Okay.
So, and that's the new channel right now. If, and that's a big if by the end of the week and then by the end of the month, it's confirmed that this support becomes a resistance, you know.
Well, what is confirmed?
So if by the end of the week slash weeks, because in crypto everything goes so quickly.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely. It's always moving,
if
right?
if this becomes like the wall that cannot be pierced, and that then the price goes up and down within this channel,
So
then
this
it's
channel
confirmed.
meaning between
19.5
19,000 basically,
and
19,005 and 10,000, 12, 10, 12.
yeah,
What is that? What do you get there? 12,000
yeah,
or
it,
10?
it can go all the way down to 11,
11,
12,000, even
11.
10.
So let's just put between 19.5 and 11.5,
Right, right.
right? Let's just to make things easier right here, 11.5. So basically, wow. Wow.
That's a lot of other people can say all sorts of other lines, talk about 19 and then 18 and 17 and whatnot, but I'm talking about the long-term stuff. I mean
Absolutely.
the
Can you go
long term,
back to
and
the other graph for a second? I'd like to see something.
yeah, the one for today.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
So when we're looking at that now, it went down all the way down to 17,600K, right? Now,
Yep.
what is it stabilizing? Because it came back up and now it's like riding. What is it riding there? What is that? 18,005.
18.5. So it's below
18.4.
that 19.5.
So it's riding
Right.
between, let's say, an average of 18,400,
Right.
450,
And this
18,450.
right. So it's going like down 1,000. But yeah, that's the thing to watch now, right? This is
Oh,
huge.
this is crazy on a lot of levels. I mean, and this is not the rum and coke talking. This is just absolutely nuts. This is crazy, man. This is absolute nuts, crazy news.
Yeah.
Um, and so what if, what if the money runs dry? Like, I mean, like,
That's funny you're talking about this because you haven't seen all my the parts I prepared for you for this for today there. But CZ actually attacks this and actually talks about this. And I'm just gonna share my screen here about what happens when the money goes dry.
wow.
Big lessons.
Wow.
I didn't even show you this.
Are you kidding me, man? Like,
Uh,
exactly. Wow, that's just nuts. It's true because we
so
did not talk about this earlier.
two big lessons. Number one, never use a token you create as collateral. And number two, don't borrow if you run a crypto business. Don't use capital efficiency. Have a large reserve. And then he adds on, this is all today. All crypto exchanges should do Merkle tree proof of reserves. Bank runs on fractional reserves. Crypto exchanges should not. So basically, what he's saying is, let's not be in the camp of the banks and the legacy system. Because that's the whole point of Bitcoin, was to not be that, was to be
Well,
something else.
you're talking about fractional reserve system. You're talking about the fiat system.
Exactly. Let's not be them, because the problem with all the Celsius and the other companies that went under is that they used that exact system. They borrowed on other people's collateral to make some more profit, make more and more and more and more. But when things went down, they didn't have the money to cover their the all the money that they owed the other people, that
Okay.
the people trusted
Okay.
for them to keep safe.
All right.
That's the whole thing.
Because I want to make sure I understand. So we're talking about Bitcoin now, right?
Yeah, but we're talking about the revolution of Bitcoin being something new, something that people have confidence in. That's the whole point of the open ledger. Is it's open, it's out there so that people can see what's going on, right? So that there's trust.
But what's going on with this whole fractional reserve thing now then? So this whole thing about not maybe having money, the money runs dry.
So basically he's saying, what CZ is saying is that the other crypto exchanges, or DeFi banks, were running like the fractional reserve banks.
Yeah.
They're running dry. They
Yeah.
weren't open to people. They weren't explaining to people what was going on and how much money the company had. He's saying, a bit like the Bitcoin, type of rhetoric, is that we have the money, we're not indebted, and if we say we have it, we have it.
Okay.
So he's trying to bring confidence into a sector that's losing it pretty fast. And I think that's the main reason why he's wanting to buy, or he's buying FTX, is he knows that for the crypto, Bitcoin and Ethereum and whatnot, to keep on going further up in value and in adoption, he absolutely needs to bring back confidence in DeFi and decentralized finance. And that's the point of all this, I think.
Okay. Wow. That's a lot to take in, especially after what we talked about today. And now you're adding all this extra stuff. That is a lot to take in. I mean, there's a lot going on in the crypto space. I mean, it, I think you said it today. It's like the Wild Wild West.
Oh, it's a Wild Wild West, but the Wild Wild West has now teamed up with another wild personality. And I'm gonna go back to the share the screen. And as we said before, sorry about that.
You know, you know,
Go ahead.
it's almost fun to because when viewertainment starts coming up, right? When we start launching viewertainment pretty soon, we're gonna be doing like eventually like some odds on the sports betting. We're gonna
Yeah.
be doing all kinds of stuff like that, right? And that's gonna be fun. And that um we should be launching that probably in 2-3 weeks, right? There's gonna be a lot of sports talk on there, MMA and all this kind of stuff. When you look at what's going on in the crypto space, you almost just want to buy crypto just to see who's gonna win.
Well, that's look at
That's
this.
like sports
Obviously,
betting.
look at Elon when he was buying Dogecoin. That's exactly what he was doing. It was his type of sports betting for him. It was his fun. He was just having fun looking at this thing go up and down.
I'm
And if you don't
starting
have skin in the game, it's not as fun, right?
I'm starting to understand it because it's so crazy. It's so crazy that why wouldn't you just want to like put some money here and there and see what the hell happens, right?
Well, and you're putting a good point. You started off the show by saying, not financial advice and everything like that, and that's so true, because this is obviously money. It's real money that you can put in it. If you look at it the way, you know, some coins, not all coins, but most of these coins, that's the way you should see them, as very speculative, like you would, invest in a sports team or something like that, right? Are
Yeah,
they going
you
to win?
know
Are they
what?
going to lose? And it's so exciting. I'm not talking about Bitcoin. I'm not talking about Ethereum. I'm not talking about all these use cases. I'm talking about this stuff like Dogecoin. Sorry to people that like Dogecoin. I like it. It's fun, but I
No, but
don't
it even
see it
doesn't
as
matter.
a
It doesn't even matter because even when you look at like our video today, and we're talking about all these countries and stuff like that that want it, and then you're talking about energy crisis in the EU, and then you're looking at Quebec saying, oh, it's most probably we're going to do this, and then everybody, it's like, well, okay, well, now what? The miners have to leave. The miners can't stay anymore. They got to go somewhere else because
yeah.
they're putting an end to it. And then there's other countries that are like, no, we need you, and then you have like the poor people going, yeah, you need, but can I afford to get in here? I don't even have a computer or a laptop. I can't even buy anything.
Everything is so fast
So
in this
everything's
world.
happening so quick and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
freaking nuts. So even things like uh, Bitcoin and Ethereum and all these kind of guys, you're still playing a game. It's
Yep.
still a game because it's so new. I'm not going to say that some other crypto is going to probably overtake Bitcoin tomorrow. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm just saying is that, look, did you expect that while we were doing a video today that Bitcoin was going to shoot all the way down to 17,000? No, we were talking about, look, it's possible that it goes underneath this line. The possibility is going to be like, could go to like, we called it because of any kind of situation, because it's been going up and down. It can go up with good news. It can go down with bad news. And in our video that people will see, we'll release it, and we were talking about it, that it can go below. And look, as we're making the video, it shoots down to 17.6 or whatever like that. That's freaking
Crazy. It's
crazy.
craziness.
And we're
But look at
talking about, wow,
I'm
we're
talking
talking
about
about
play.
long run. It happened in one day.
Yeah. Well, that's what crypto is.
Crazy.
It moves in one day like something else can move in a year, right? But I just wanted to go quickly on this story.
Yeah.
How things can go quickly with in the internet world, and how Binance is placing itself. Look, the fact that it bought Twitter here, right, has 500 million in the company, but he is pro crypto.
Yeah.
He is obviously pro crypto. Crypto. He's the emperor of crypto now.
Yeah. What's his
Uh,
name again?
CZ.
CZ. That's right.
Yeah.
CZ. Yeah.
Uh, what's it to say? How are they going to? I don't know. How is Binance and Twitter gonna go work together, for crypto payments?
Maybe they $8 a month for verification purposes.
I don't know. I mean, I'm
Why
just
not
saying.
pay
I
it in
mean,
crypto?
I don't know. I mean, is that $8 a month going to go, through Binance?
Oh, but wait a minute. If
Are
they
they
start
going to
taking,
be
if
paid through Binance?
is he going to accept Dogecoin, or is he going to be accepting like like Bitcoin, or is all good or
Well,
whatever?
he's got his own coin, right? Binance has his own coin, BNB,
Yeah.
right? So hey, I don't know. He's placing himself. It's going to be pretty interesting. This is just take out the popcorn, people. Is you're gonna have fun.
Oh yeah. It looks like there's going to be. Honestly, this is what I'm thinking. Right. This is like, I don't care. I'm gonna say it, man. I'm a freaking huge freaking Big Bang Theory lover. All right. I bought the whole set. 100 something bucks. This is fun for nerds.
It's fun for everyone. Come on.
This
It's
no,
fun for
I'm telling
everyone.
you,
Come
like, look,
on.
I'm a nerd, man. I'm telling you, I grew up reading Spider-Man comics and DC, Marvel DC. Like, I have a massive collection there. Look, I'll never forget back in the 1980s. All right. Time Life Books had a whole thing on binary code systems and stuff like that. I pretended I was my dad. I deepened my voice and I ordered it. Okay. When my dad got it, he got a freaking massive bill for a whole set of collection to learn on the binary code and on MS DOS and the whole 9 yards back in the early 80s. And I was probably like 11 years old. All right. So, I mean, this is, I love sports. And when I say nerds, I say it with the greatest of hearts, right? It is for everybody, but it's just like the Big Bang Theory type of fun. That's all it is. You know what I mean? And it brings a smile on my face. And I really missed that show. But
Never watched it.
I really, what?
No.
No, 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 no. So you gotta watch that show, man. But yeah, no, yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. Like what's going on is really interesting. And you gotta like, I have one regret. Maybe I won't regret it in the future. Maybe I will. We'll see what happens with it, because everything, you never know what could happen in 20 years from now, 10 years from now, maybe with this in 50 years from now. But I mean, I bought some Safe Moon when it was like everybody was talking about it. And I was like, oh shit, this thing's gonna go up, because there was like so much freaking hype when it came out. There was so many Facebook groups. There was so many
The
Twitter
meme coin. It's the
accounts.
meme coin.
Yeah, it was so much, man. And I bought a crap load. And I was like, oh man, this better go up. I think even David Portnoy got into Safe Moon. David Portnoy from Barstool Sports, he got into Safe Moon. I was like, oh shit, this thing is gonna fly. And then he took a freaking mental fit, because every time he was putting his money into something, the stock would just
Yeah,
go,
he did the
it would
same thing
just
with
go
Bitcoin.
down. And he was like, what the hell's going on? Jesus Christ. Everything I get my money into, he's like, fucking goes down. Like, it was crazy. But I mean, like, I can't get out of it even if I wanted to, because I put so much money in it. But we'll see what happens in the future on that. But I mean, like, I got a lot of stuff. I got Cardano, I got whatever. I got a ton of other stuff for fun. But it's just crazy. It is the wild, wild west. But now I'm starting to see it more like fun, you know? Like, let's see what happens. Plus, it never sleeps.
That's amazing, but that's fantastic. I mean, that means that you can put in your stops and you're not gonna, the opening, you know how it is, you put in your stops and then after that you don't have access to the pre-market sometimes, and then they play you that way, then
Well,
your
in
stop
Canada,
loss
there's
doesn't get,
no pre-market in Canada.
it's,
In the United States, at least you got a pre-market that you can
yeah,
sort of play to get out if the news comes out early or whatever. You have a
it,
sort of an opportunity. I hate it when I'm playing like a stock. But I found that with some companies that they can get into, when it comes to the stock market, if we're comparing, all right, a little bit, like with the stock market, you have like Webull, right? And I think the market pre-market like opens at 3 in the morning or something like that. It's like freaking something ridiculous, all right? So like you can get out of stocks, I mean, in like really, really quick. But you like it's someone that's not on something like that. I mean, you gotta wait until like 8 in the morning or whatever for pre-market. Like you're already at a massive disadvantage, massive disadvantage. And you just see that stock like playing up and down, and you're like going, oh my God, I wanted to get out of this at like 5 in the morning, and I'm stuck and I can't get out of it.
yeah, yeah,
And if I would have got out at 5 in the morning, I would have had so much money. And then at 8 in the morning, or when the pre-market opens up for you, and then you're at a loss, and you're like going, this sucks. But with crypto is that it's constantly moving. You can sell it at 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning, midnight, during the day. You can sell it off your phone when you're in the toilet. It doesn't really matter. You can do it at any time of any day. You can wake up during the night and go, I don't even want that anymore. It's like, as you're, have a coffee in the morning, just get rid of it. Take something, go to somewhere else. That's the magic of crypto, I think, is because it's sort of fair for everybody
yep,
when it comes to that.
absolutely. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of Bitcoin, of the open ledger. That's the whole movement is more power to the people.
Yeah.
And that's why the CZ guy, he did. I think he did what he's doing. He's trying to keep the people empowered, and he does. And it's a smart move, I think, on
Yeah,
his
it's a
part.
it's a totally smart move. It's a totally smart move. But yeah, I think on that note, I don't know if you have anything else to add.
No, it's
Uh,
just huge. I mean, I think it was. I know we recorded something this morning, but I really had to get back on because this is. I'm telling
well,
you,
look, it's
this may be the
happening.
biggest thing.
It's happening as it's happening as we're speaking. It's almost like saying, oh, we're talking about world peace, and we'll make a
Yeah,
video on that. And then the next thing as we're doing our videos, like
war breaks out.
war breaks out, and we're like, yeah,
Yeah,
and then we launch our video, and then we get onto our phones, and we're like, what just happened? Oh my
yeah,
God. That's how crazy it was, because we're literally doing a video on the fact that it was at a certain right price that anything could trigger it to go
yeah.
below.
I thought it could have been because before all this stuff happened, I thought it was what we talked about, and I'm sure it did. Some of it was
Oh
because
no,
of
of
all
course
those
it's all a
miners,
part of it,
but
because
yeah,
no, it's all a part of it, because that created already instability, right?
yeah,
You can't look. that it fell dramatically. It fell dramatically. It went up to 20 something, 2,500, 20,500, something like that, 20,800. And then it went down to 17,300 or whatever.
Yeah,
All right, 17,006, 17,006.
huge,
That's a
huge.
massive, massive freaking drop.
Even for
It's
Bitcoin in one
even
day, that's
even
big.
it's a massive drop, and it's not
Yeah.
just that one thing that did that. It's an accumulation of what we did in our first video and what we have here happening in a second video, because this happened during the day when we're making our first video. And in our first
Absolutely.
video, which proves, that we know what the hell we're talking about, all right, when it comes to our own opinions, all right, this is our, like I said, it's our own opinions. We were saying how, like, it's right now we're in this um gray zone of uncertainty, and that's what we're trying to say today. We're in this gray zone of uncertainty that some people, some countries need it. Like Russia was at one point saying, well, we're going to trade in Bitcoin or whatever. All right. And some South American countries were saying that as well, because they need it. But then again, well, who needs it? It's the people with money, because not everybody can buy it, right? So it's like half the population is going to be poor, three-quarters of the population. Like, let's not, let's not, like, I don't know, what's the saying? Let's not fool ourselves, right? Let's not fool ourselves. It's not everybody that has money. Even some of the middle class don't know how to do trades and stuff like that. They go to work 9 to 5, they do their thing, they go home. They see this as gambling. They see the stock market as gambling. Okay, look, sure, to a certain extent, even the stock market's gambling. I used to get insulted when people used to say that going to stock market. No, it's an educated, I'm reading their finances, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But then again, if the management changes on you,
Yep.
if a macroeconomics goes sour,
You don't
well,
know
it
what's
doesn't
going
matter how
on.
much research you did, it can still go down. So
Yep.
in essence, it's a type of gambling, even if it's a more educated type of gambling, right? But then again, sports people say, well, it's an educated gambling too. If you have the Montreal Canadiens of the 1970s, right? Who are you going to go for? Are you going to go for, the Quebec Nordiques back in those days? Or are you going to go, Boston Bruins when you had like the all-star team for like the last 20, 30 years, right? On the ice. So it would be an educated guess, right? So even in sports, you can say it's an educated guess. Well, then you know what? It's all gambling in a sense. So in a
It
sense,
is. It is. You have to know that it's all gambling so that you don't lose your shirt.
exactly. And that's what we're saying today, right? With the news that came out from the last few weeks and days and stuff like that, we were talking about how the stability of crypto, of Bitcoin, whatever, is at a point where it's fragile. And look at today. One news comes out and then boom, drops down to
It's
17,006.
it's DeFi right now is extremely fragile,
Well, there you go.
and Bitcoin itself, I think it is beyond that. It passed it, it tested itself. We talked about it in other videos,
Yeah.
but right now, as I said before, DeFi has to be the next step. It has to prove that it's trustworthy, and yeah, that's where we are at now, and it's super exciting. I'm super excited, even though I have still obviously still have some money in the whole space. I'm clearly waiting for it to drop even more because I just want to buy some more. I mean, that's me. That's me. That's don't
No, I
follow me.
totally
I'm
understand you.
just saying
Listen, I mean, look,
whatever you want, but yeah,
I get it. Believe me, I get it. Like, I was talking to some parents today, picking up the kids from school, and we're actually talking about Bitcoin. And I was like, someone's like, "Oh, I could have bought it at $10." I was like, "Shit, I could have bought it at 25 cents."
we all could have. Everyone
you
could
know,
have.
yeah.
The whole planet could have. That's beyond the point,
Oh, it just hurts,
right?
man. It just
But it's
hurts.
true.
It
The whole
just
planet.
hurts. It just hurts. Oh my God, it
Yeah.
hurts so bad. Anyway, listen, Al, thanks a lot for bringing all that to the table. Listen, everybody out there,
Thanks for the shirt. Love the shirt.
that honestly, it freaking looks amazing on you. It's a great fit. Um, like everybody, go check out the betweenplays.myshopify.com. You're going to see that there's so many things out there now, phone holders, iPhone holders, all there's a ton of stuff. And like I'm saying, not everything has the between plays wording on there, between plays document strategy. A lot of the stuff has like plays like on that shirt with the little logo. and you don't see any between play stock market strategy because we're building a brand, right? And the logo for us is the bull and candles. The other stuff is the extra. And there you go. And that's where we'll put it because that's what we're doing. We're building a brand. So thanks, Alex. Thank you, everybody. Always remember, research, prepare, plan, execute. Stay strong. Al, on to the next one, buddy. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
This episode is brought to you by TriStar, West Island, and 360 Punch, where there's something for everyone. 2144 Trans Canada Route, Dorval, Quebec, H9P 2N4. Go to their website for more information.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Betweenplays Stock Market Strategies. Hit the like and the subscribe button. Head off into our description below if you'd like to know where all of our social media links are, and also the podcast, whether it be Apple or Spotify. We will be doing interviews with CEOs, with analysts, and it's not only on the stock market itself, but also on cryptocurrencies and blockchains. We will have guest speakers. We will be doing panels. You will be able to enjoy a lot of different content. Have a great day, and always remember, research, prepare, plan, execute. Stay strong.